Rain came down like it was trying to wash the world clean. Tom Benton, a 33-year-old single dad, adjusted his threadbare jacket over his shoulders as he shielded his son's lunchbox from the downpour. It was nearly midnight, and he stood in front of the only working ATM in their small neighborhood just outside of Chicago. The screen blinked, insufficient funds. He exhaled quietly and rubbed his tired face. Rent was due. His car needed a new battery. And 6-year-old Caleb was asleep back at their tiny apartment, snuggled in a pile of blankets because the heat had gone out again. Tom looked up, startled, when a woman, soaked from head to toe, rushed under the ATM awning, shivering. Her silk blouse clung to her skin, and expensive heels clicked awkwardly on the wet pavement. She had no umbrella, no coat, just a purse she clutched like it held her whole life. "You okay?" Tom asked, despite everything weighing on him. The woman nodded quickly but didn't speak. Her hands trembled as she pulled out a debit card and tried the machine. The screen blinked, system error. "No signal," Tom said. "Storm's knocking everything out." "Great," she muttered, eyes filling with frustration. "I need to get home." Tom glanced at her again. Her makeup was smeared. Her expression wasn't angry, it was lost. Familiar. Like someone running from something big. Or someone trying to find something bigger. Without thinking, Tom peeled off his jacket and offered it. "It's not much, but better than nothing." She stared at him. "You're shivering yourself." "I'm used to it," he smiled. "You don't look like you are." For the first time, she smiled back, weakly, but genuinely. "Thank you." They sat there under the awning, watching the rain. Minutes passed quietly before she broke the silence. "I'm Elise." "Tom," he replied. "You from around here?" She shook her head. "Just, passing through." Tom didn't pry. He knew what it meant to run from the past. Flashback, 7 years ago. Tom had been a rising college baseball star. He and Elise had one unforgettable summer fling during an internship in New York. She vanished one morning, leaving only a handwritten note, "You're a good man." "I'm sorry." He never saw her again. Until now. Back in the present, Elise asked softly, "Do you have any kids?" Tom brightened. "Yeah. Caleb. He's 6. Best thing that ever happened to me." His mom left before he was born. Her face froze. "You raised him alone?" "Had no choice. Wouldn't trade it for the world, though." Her lip quivered. Tom didn't notice, he was looking at the rain. "I sometimes wonder why she left," he added. "No judgment. Life's hard. But I wish she'd stayed to see what a great kid he is." A car horn suddenly blared in the distance. A sleek black SUV pulled up. The driver rolled down the window. "Ms. Langford?" Elise stood slowly. "Wait," Tom said, confused. "That's your ride?" She hesitated. "I didn't mean to lie. I wasn't just passing through. I had to see something for myself." The driver stepped out and opened the door. Tom watched, puzzled, as Elise pulled a small photo from her purse and handed it to him. It was a picture of Caleb. The same picture Tom kept in his wallet. Tom's hands went cold. "Where did you?" Tears filled her eyes. "I'm his mother." The air thickened with disbelief. The rain kept falling, unnoticed. "I gave him up because I thought I was doing what was best. My parents told me you wouldn't want the responsibility. That you'd resent me. I tried to move on. I built an empire, but not a home. Not a real one." Tom backed away, his mind racing. "I've watched from afar for years," she whispered. "But tonight I had to know who you really were." He looked down at the jacket he'd given her. "You didn't have to prove anything, Tom. But you did." 2 weeks later. Caleb opened the front door to find a woman kneeling at eye level, holding a toy dinosaur and a chocolate chip muffin. "Hi," she said, voice trembling. "I'm a friend of your dad's." Tom stepped beside him. "This is Elise." She's your mom." Caleb blinked. "You look like me." Elise laughed through her tears. "I was just thinking the same thing." It wasn't perfect. There were long talks. Late-night tears. Boundaries. Healing. But slowly, piece by piece, the family rebuilt something beautiful. On a sunny afternoon, Tom stood in the crowd at Caleb's school talent show, watching their son read a poem he'd written. Elise squeezed Tom's hand. "Thank you," she whispered. "For what?" he asked. "For raising him right, and for giving me." Tom smiled as Caleb looked their way and waved. "Sometimes," Tom said, "life doesn't give second chances. But sometimes, it gives you better ones. Even the smallest act of kindness can lead to the biggest revelations. When we lead with love, even in hardship, we may find the most unexpected miracles waiting in the rain."